Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Amy D, and we are back on Owl House. It is season 2, the first episode of season 2, and I'm excited. The last season ended on such a great note. There's so many different questions that I have, like, how is she gonna get home? Or if she's gonna go home, what the heck is her mom doing? If you have liked the content that I'm putting out, please subscribe and like and make comments. It's just awesome and I love it. So thank you so much for watching. And we're gonna get into the first episode.
Small I may be, but you will soon know fear when I lay waste to all that you...
Oh my gosh!
Me, Garlog, for I am the good witch Luce, hunter of monsters. Now eat this, sucker!
Was imagining doing these things and telling a story on the first season, and now she's actually doing these things, having magic and doing all these things. However, I am a bit concerned. Why does she have Albert? Where's Ida? I know she's borrowed Albert before, but has something happened to Ida?
This is Ida the Owl Lady, the most powerful witch on the Boiling Isles. Or at least she was.
So is she ever gonna get her magic back? Like, is this like a temporary thing where, like, the curse gets subsided and it comes back? Or is it gonna be like she cures the curse and she gets her magic back? Is it gonna be like that?
Hey, King, did you know that apple is a hat?
Really? King! No! King!
Ida, there is no way you think you're that good of a shot that you can fire that thing at King with an apple on his head and think you're not going to somehow hit him.
No! King! This week...
Or perhaps you won't hit him. That was an excellent shot. Very impressive.
Te lo prometo, regresaré a casa pronto.
I love that they had this, like, synopsis that she made for her mom. Obviously, like, yeah, it's not going to go through because you blew up the portal, which was the only way you were getting internet access in the first place. But I love the synopsis that, like, you're saying it's for your mom and you're making this video. It's really just to catch everybody up on what was happening before in season 1. And I will not hear a word about it otherwise.
Ida, do you own anything that isn't covered in feathers? I had to deal with a curse for 30 years, so I think you can handle a few feathers.
Okay, so she's had the curse for 30 years. She was probably cursed when she was, what, 14 or 15? So that makes her 45-ish? Wait a minute. You're weighing them? I thought every single one of these had a bounty on, like an individual bounty on them. You can't weigh them. I thought that first poster had like 500 snails on it or something.
I don't need your pity. I was the most wanted criminal for years. You should fear me.
Oh, disrespectful. Bad trash collector.
Don't worry, sister. At least my image still commands respect and fear.
They're still using her photo for promotional material for their coven? Didn't she just run away from your coven on live news in front of a crowd with a criminal? Okay.
The Golden Guard. Did you know him in the coven, Lilith?
Unfortunately, I did. He always got special treatment because he was the genius teen prodigy.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering about who this guy was. He was next to the Emperor, and I was making fun of him because his arms were like this. Like, because his coat was covering his shoulders, but I think they fixed it in this picture.
Vomit.
Dang, I was hoping that Lilith was gonna walk into a wall. Not because I'm mad, but because I think it'd been funny. Or like trip on something.
We gotta keep a low profile while my powers are weakened. And we need fast cash.
How about this guy? The abominable cutie pie.
He's a part-time babysitter for the little creatures. Don't they like you?
Alkidamas hunt. I want in.
You think you can handle this, Squirt?
I can handle anything.
Do you need, like, permission? Like, she's a kid. Don't you need, like, parental permission to go on dangerous quests? I guess, no. Obviously, there's not people lining up for this job, but if you bring the wrong person, it's a hindrance to you. How do you know this child can help you without, like, an application or showing any kind of skill? You just let her come on the boat?
But it gave me an idea on how to earn a little more cash. You wanna come? I may not be at full power, but I can still make potions!
You had a potions business on the side. That's what, like, the second episode was completely about. What do you mean you don't have money? The human garbage thing was a side gig that you did on the weekends. Why are you doing bounties?
And don't call me Lulu!
A good friend would respect her wishes, but a better friend would help no matter what!
Hootie, you are the bestest of friends. That was awesome. Lulu is just being a jerk. Hootie, I don't think any of those people are her friends anymore, just as a little heads up. That might be a sensitive topic. I love the fact that she is, like, kicking butt on this boat. And just showing how much she's grown. Even though it's only been a week. Like, the need to provide, I guess, just drives you farther. But, like, her magic is so much greater. It just keeps getting better and better, and the way she thinks about things have changed, and how she's using her magic has changed. It's only been a week in this world, but it's showing as longer times.
Is that the Emperor's sigil? This ship belongs to the Emperor?
You probably should have asked questions before you just got on the boat.
I gotta tell Luce.
Unfortunately, you won't have the chance.
Hey, you better not hurt King! You'll have a bunch of... Well, Luz might do something with her magic, because everybody else doesn't have any. Ida might use her staff catcher on you. Clearly, she's a really good shot.
Firebee honey.
Oh my gosh. What a nightmare. These creatures. I mean, I get it, but oh my gosh. They're horrifying. You're all dead now.
What? Because it doesn't matter. You aren't me. You're just some kind of weird bird worm.
You monster!
You have no idea what I'm going through. I have to do this alone.
Really? He doesn't know what it's like to have a hard time? You guys treat him like garbage all the time! Also, you did this to yourself by cursing your sister. So any amount of sympathy I have for you is wiped out. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Lulu. Sorry, Lilith.
Now, let's try this one more time.
You're an idiot! You had somebody else willing to help you, and you're going after magical bees with sticks? You know what? Nope, you deserve it.
Help it, boys! Put your backs into it!
I did it!
I refuse to believe it's this easy to catch this thing. If it's this easy to catch this thing, how the heck did it take out all those boats?
It's called disguising your tracks.
Oh.
Now, why were you on that ship to begin with? You could have gotten killed.
She was doing really well until you showed up.
That can still be arranged.
This actually does answer one of my questions of if the water was warm, because they were calling things like the shimmering shoals and the stuff like that, and I was like, oh, is the water warm or hot? It's really hot. I guess it destroyed the money. But if that's the case, there are a million better ways to power that boat other than coal. You can use steam, right? You can use the heat of the water to convert like steam into power. You don't need to shovel coal. I think that's how those boats work, the steamboats. The steamboats work, I think, by putting coal into a fire, which heats up water, which turns the wheel. But if the water is hot and creating steam, you don't need a fire. You just need to use the power of the water.
What's about to happen should be relatively painless if you just do what I say.
And why would we do that?
Because none of you can use real magic.
You don't know that.
Yes, he does. What? Of course he knows that. He was there. You were on the news.
One will have to be a sailor or get arrested if one of you follows those Selkie-Damas tracks and slays the beast. Here, I'll help.
Why don't you stop being a little baby and go do it yourself?
You're making this difficult. Go or I drown the bird.
Yeah? Ah, it's dark now.
How dare you? How dare you? You little tiny teeny weeny. You, first off, aren't brave enough to go get it yourself. And you're threatening a little tiny baby.
I need help!
I'm here for you, Lulu! No witches an island! I'll face my wrath!
Boy, Hootie, even though she doesn't deserve it.
Remember, us weirdos have to...
What? Stick together? Because you stuck with me, you lost your magic. You almost got turned to stone.
I mean, it would happen eventually, regardless, because she was using her magic and she was using up the power she had for the curse. Eventually, that was going to happen anyway. The Emperor's Coven would have caught her, or she would have been stuck with the owl curse, and somebody could have killed her. So she's kind of lucky it went this way. Either she was going to be petrified at some point, or murdered eventually. Or just run around the countryside as an owl beast. Yeah, that looks like a real peaceful creature. It's shooting spikes.
Now, your guilt-ridden brain is clouding your judgment. There's gotta be a way out of this where no one has to get hurt.
Find your own way home. And try to stay out of trouble. The Emperor is not a merciful man. Bye!
Well, no kidding. He's not a merciful man, so what? What doesn't he want it? If you just said the Emperor wasn't a merciful man, therefore he's not going to have some beast slain for the greater good because it's destroying ships, right? He's doing it because he wants it. So why are you just leaving?
It's okay. I'm sorry for being all nosy. But hey, Lulu, every friendship comes with its ups and downs. Right, best friend?
I'm not commenting on that. Hootsifer.
I'm so happy that Hootie has a friend! That is exactly what this show needed. A friend for Hootie, because everyone is so mean to him. This better not be a joke. You better take this seriously, Lulu.
For you. To prove that I'm trustworthy, I'm giving you a peek inside the Emperor's castle.
I don't know necessarily that the scrying potion proves you're trustworthy, but your friendship to Hooty does. That was a jam-packed first episode. That was crazy. We got to see how much Luz's powers have grown. We got to see Eda do her first glyph. I wonder how they got the Ambergris back. Sorry, Selkie Gris. Because I got confused for a second, sorry. Because Ambergris is a thing. It used to be used in, like, the making of perfumes. It's been replaced with something else. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I forget what it's called. But, yeah, back in the day, if people used to find these, like, chunks of it on the beach. And you used to make money. I mean, maybe a high-end perfume still use it, but your average everyday perfume really doesn't. Typically. And that's me, just a wealth of useless knowledge. Okay, so back to this. Hooty got a friend! Yeah! Love that. Favorite thing. Probably. Love is getting better. I'm thinking, I really hope that she wasn't kidding about the friend being friends with Hooty thing, because if she takes her back on that, I'm just like, be gone. No. But that is the end of episode 1 of season 2. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and until next time, my name's Amy D, and I hope you have an excellent day. Bye-bye!